Ravens fan, today we need to talk. Todd Monken, our offensive coordinator, didn't hold back and openly addressed the biggest issue holding the team back in games, the Steelers. He spoke honestly about the mistakes that have been costing us wins and made it clear what needs to change now to turn things around in this intense rivalry. If you think the recent losses were just bad luck or a result of the Steelers' merits, you're wrong. Monken pinpointed exactly what's happening and explained how these mistakes can be fixed before the next showdown, which could decide the AFC North. The pressure is mounting, and the team has no room for error. Stick with me until the end, because you'll understand how these changes could be the game changer we need to break this bad streak against Pittsburgh. It's time to face the truth and see how the Ravens can get back to dominate. Todd Monken was blunt and to the point. The turnovers against the Steelers must stop, and fixing this has become the Ravens' top offensive priority. He reminded everyone that in the last 3 games against Pittsburgh, the team lost possession 8 times, with 7 of those being fumbles. These numbers are staggering for any team aiming to win such a fiercely contested rival. Monken didn't mince words about the severity of the problem and how much it's costing the team, emphasizing that protecting the ball must be taken far more seriously moving forward. The coordinator explained that turnovers don't just affect the scoreboard. They disrupt the offense's rhythm and give the Steelers a massive advantage. When a team like Pittsburgh is handed these opportunities, it becomes nearly impossible to contain their momentum. He compared these mistakes to self-sabotage, as if the team were handing victory to the opponent. For Monken, recognizing the impact of these errors was the first step toward fixing them. But now it's time to act and ensure they don't happen again. His message is clear. Stop making life easier for the rival. Against a defense as solid and aggressive as the Steelers, the Ravens need a much higher level of discipline to compete. That's precisely why practice sessions have been so intense. The team can no longer afford careless mistakes. Monken also emphasized how facing a defense like Pittsburgh's requires extra focus and preparation, as they know how to punish any slip-up. Todd Monken made it clear that the Steelers' defense isn't just any defense. They specialize in turning opponents' mistakes into points. He acknowledged that facing such an aggressive and well-trained unit requires extra caution, because they not only force turnovers, but capitalize on every opportunity to change the course of a game. In the last matchup, this was evident when the Ravens committed 3 turnovers at critical moments, effectively handing the victory to Pittsburgh. For Monken, this type of challenge demands near perfection on the offensive coordinator knows that the Steelers' knack for exploiting mistakes isn't by chance. They're renowned for forcing fumbles and interceptions in situations other teams might miss. Monken pointed out that against such an efficient defense, the Ravens' offense needs to be much more careful, not allowing these game-changing plays to happen. According to him, the turnovers from the first game weren't just the team's failures, but also a testament to the opposing defense, which is always ready to exploit the smallest openings. It's this consistency in their defense that makes the Steelers such a tough opponent. They capitalize on even the smallest mistakes, turning every possession into a battle. That's why the Ravens are working hard to sharpen their concentration and avoid repeating past errors. Monken believes that beyond the focus on turnovers, the team must also strengthen their offensive discipline to avoid falling into Pittsburgh's defensive traps. For Monken, facing the Steelers isn't just about skill. It's about playing with discipline. He stressed that mistakes like turnovers and penalties were fatal in the last matchup, and that against such a strong defense, the team can't afford to waste any plays. He explained that to beat a team like Pittsburgh, the Ravens need to stay focused from start to finish, executing each play with precision. Any lapse in attention can quickly turn into a major problem against a rival that knows how to turn small errors into big advantages. The coordinator emphasized that discipline isn't just about the offense. It's a mentality that needs to be adopted by the entire team. Monken pointed out that the focus in practice has shifted, with more emphasis on perfect execution and emotional control. He explained that in tight games like this, even the smallest decisions, like protecting the ball or avoiding unnecessary penalties, can make all the difference. The priority now is ensuring the team steps onto the field more focused and prepared to handle the pressure. Monken's message is clear. Play clean, without turnovers and penalties, if you want a real shot at beating the Steelers. He believes this shift in mindset could be the difference maker in securing the win. He also reminded the team of specific mistakes from the first game that need to be overcome, such as the individual turnovers that proved costly. Well, we're past the halfway point of the video, but I noticed you haven't hit the like button yet. This is really important so that YouTube keeps recommending my content to you, and that way I can keep bringing updates your way. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free. Thanks. Now let's continue. Monken didn't forget the key moments that led to the loss in the first meeting against the Steelers. Derrick Henry fumbled on the second play, Isaiah likely lost the ball before halftime, and Lamar Jackson had a crucial interception in the fourth quarter. Each of these mistakes was a blow to the team, giving Pittsburgh the advantage in a game decided by just 2 points. Monken pointed out that, although the opposing defense deserves credit, these individual errors are situations the Ravens can and should correct. The coordinator explained that turnovers aren't just technical lapses, they're mental ones as well. He believes that each player needs to be more aware of the importance of protecting the ball and making better decisions under pressure. Monken mentioned that these mistakes, while painful, are valuable lessons for the team to learn. For him, it's crucial that players understand how these moments can turn a game and commit to avoiding them in the next matchup. The message is clear. Protecting the ball is both an individual and a collective responsibility. Monken believes that with more focus and attention, the team can overcome past mistakes and perform much more efficiently. The coordinator also emphasized that training has been focused on building this mentality, especially when it comes to protecting possession and avoiding penalties. For Monken, solving the turnover problem starts in each player's mind. He believes that a change in mentality is essential for the team to enter the field more focused and aware. During practice, the coordinator has emphasized the importance of every detail, from hand positioning while protecting the ball to reading plays quickly to avoid risky decisions. Monken explained that paying attention to these small details can make all the difference in a tightly contested game like against the Steelers. He reiterated that turnovers are correctable mistakes, but they require discipline and consistency. It's not enough to just talk about the problem. The solution must be practiced every day. Monken pointed out that the team is aware of the impact these mistakes have on the outcome and that the response needs to come on the field, with each player taking responsibility. According to him, this change in approach not only reduces errors but also boosts confidence in the offense's rhythm. Monken believes the team is on the right track to correct these issues, but he knows that facing the Steelers requires more than just concentration in practice. Additionally, he highlighted that the team must also avoid another factor that cost them dearly in the last game: penalties at critical moments. In addition to turnovers, Monken identified penalties as one of the biggest problems in the first game against the Steelers. He explained that fouls at decisive moments disrupted the offense's rhythm and put even more pressure on the team. Against a disciplined and efficient defense like Pittsburgh's, these mistakes are almost impossible to compensate for. For Monken, the team must avoid these situations at all costs as they give ground to the opponent and make the game even harder. The coordinator highlighted that some penalties occurred due to a lack of focus and that this cannot happen. He mentioned that the focus in training has been reinforcing discipline in every play, ensuring that players stay alert and avoid unnecessary errors. Monken believes that if the team can play with more control and intelligence, they can negate the advantage the Steelers exploited so well in the first meeting. Monken made it clear that avoiding turnovers and penalties is the foundation for competing against the Steelers. He trusts that the hard work and training will pay off, but he knows the team needs to show this on the field. With this adjustment, the Ravens have the chance to finally overcome their rival and reclaim dominance in the rival. Todd Monken left no doubt. For the Ravens to beat the Steelers, the focus needs to be on eliminating turnovers, avoiding penalties, and playing with discipline. He got straight to the point by highlighting what needs to change for the team to overcome this tough rival and ensure a solid. Now, with these lessons clear, it's up to the team to show this progress on the field. And you, Ravens fan, do you believe the team can correct these mistakes and turn the game around against the Steelers? Drop your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Ravens and get all the details on this exciting season.